Hi guys, it's Anno guys, so I was out here to give you guys an anime review of basically the very first episode of the anime of the spring 2026 season. This anime is called Hira Hayara's Teenager New Game Plus. New Game Plus. Now, to be honest with you, this is basically it's an anime. It's kind of like the redo of my life, basically anime which I never have seen. I'm not really much. I never really saw it or anything. I never really got a chance to watch it or anything like that. Maybe I should watch it on my own time or probably do a lot of reactions or reviews. I really don't know or anything like that. This anime kind of has the same formula basically as this anime, basically in a way, and basically that's just basically what basically it feels to me. But one thing I want to say here, I want to be honest, and I don't want people to really to think that in a way I hate this anime or basically any regards of basically of the anime that basically really actually is. But one thing I really definitely want to say here is that I think that basically when I first basically start watching this episode, it felt kind of weird. It really definitely did. Now some people will think that, well, James, why do you think it felt kind of weird? Because the reason why I felt like it felt like it kind of weird and basically in a way that it seems like the MC is like it's kind of living a miserable kind of like a life basically back then and stuff like that. And basically the one thing I can really conceive that the man has not shaved or anything like that. He's smoking. He doesn't really seem like he's not really living really much under his roof, under his own head, and based on stuff like that. And I'm just kind of like wondering. Hold on a second, guys. I think someone's at my door. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I thought someone was gonna walk. I thought someone was walking up my door. Anyways, it seems to me that he seems like he's the personally, basically kind of a lonesome, basic kind of guy and stuff like that. And he's kind of basically misjudged by his appearance, by the way that he is, and stuff like that. He seems like he's kind of like a overweight, basically kind of a guy, kind of like a fat guy. I guess you probably definitely would say. And to be honest with you, I would definitely would say this here is that you have two different sides. You have two different sides of the spectrum. You have some girls that like guys that are skinny, and you have some girls that basically like guys who are overweight. And that's just basic of that. And sometimes girls may find things are kind of a little weird, basically in a way and stuff like that. And sometimes it's a major red flag, and sometimes they'll get really turned off, basically of that. And I would personally would definitely say here is basically is that the reason why I am saying this is because this is the way how his life was kind of ruined, and basically in a way and basically even have a best friend that basically said like, yeah, I can't keep covering for you because some of the things what you're doing and stuff like this is something I we cannot be friends and stuff like that. It's kind of like personally basically in a way like he kind of lost everything that he had and stuff like that. And basically, he started his life being weird, kind of overweight, and just kind of living a miserable kind of life, really, basically, really actually is. And one thing I really want to say here is that there's nothing wrong with being weird or anything like that, or anything like that. And I want to say this is that to be honest with you, I am kind of a weird person. People may not like me because I'm weird or anything like that. Or some people may kind of misjudge me because the way my appearance, the way I look and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I'm not an everyday rose on a bush or a flower in a field and stuff like that. I really am not. I'm just basically just me. I'm just basically just myself. That's basically who I really am and stuff like that. So I think that basically to me is, to be honest with you, basically what I see from the MC is basically that he wants a redo based on his life. I think everybody really wants a redo of his life. That's what everybody definitely does want. It's kind of like basically saying like, yeah, I want to time travel back to the past and redo everything that was basically that was redone and stuff, and now I want to erase all that. If I had that chance, I would personally basically to redo all of that stuff and stuff like that. To be honest with you, would I want to go back in the past? In a way, maybe so, but you have to be very careful about what you wish for and stuff like that. To be honest with you, I really don't know if I really want to go back in the past because of some of the mistakes I've done. But I will definitely will say here is that there's one really dark past I fear the most. Space is my dad. As I said many times before, my dad used to do harmful things to me and stuff like that. I really don't want to talk about it really too much, but to be honest with you, but to be honest with you and stuff like that, like I said before, you got to be careful about what you wish for. You got to be very careful about what you really want and stuff like and basically stuff like that, and whatever that you really definitely you want, and whatever vision that you want also as well too, it can reflect on you the way how you live your life. Whatever decision that you make, it's gonna reflect on you. It really definitely is. So I definitely do think that the MC is not really basically like, he's kind of like basically in a way where he wants to change his ideals based on of the world around him to get people to like him, to basically to change his appearance and to basically to make himself like more of a appealing like a trophy kind of figure basically in a way, or basically like a brand new man basically in a way and stuff like that. And I think that the reason why I think that the reason why he's the reason why I definitely think the reason why he's doing this, because he doesn't want history to repeat itself, because he does not really basically want. But I would definitely, one person would definitely say, I know everybody really wants to go back in the past and change the mistakes that they made back in the past. And I definitely do understand it. But whatever space has been happened in the past, it happens in the past. But I would definitely say, as I said at the beginning of this video, I did find it kind of weird because because I feel like going into the past, redoing your past is not kind of like re-racing history from all of itself and stuff like that. And whatever turn of events that may have happened back in the past, it's definitely gonna happen. Definitely it's gonna happen again. The past is basically is the ghost of the past. It really actually is. It's the chain of existence. The future is basically of existence. The present really actually is. The present really determines on between reflection based on what you do now, like what I'm doing now. What I say is basically now, but it also reflects on basically what I do. That kind of reflects on to me whatever happens in the past or basically what happened in the future, basically in the future. But I will definitely say here is that I definitely do think that the episode was not really all that good in my opinion, because like I said before, I felt like it was kind of weird, basic person in a way. I don't see how people definitely do like the anime, but I'm gonna have to put it on a red alert basically for this anime, because the reason why I'm definitely saying this because I'm not really so sure what is the outcome based on this anime stuff is going to go. Is it definitely going to follow the manga or the light novel? I really don't know, so I have no idea, because that's something I really am kind of concerned. But like I said before, I am definitely putting this anime on red alert because I'm very concerned. Basically, some of the actions, basically the MC space is going to do, is it going to get rejected or personally really or not? Or is he going to basically going to live a miserable, or basically he's going to have to live his life as a miserable life, basically once again? That's something I'm really kind of curious. So I'm not really so sure if I really do want to continue basically watch this anime or really or not. I don't want people to think that I hate this first episode or hate the anime basically in general, but I really am just basically I'm just really kind of concerned basically with the MC. That's where I really am just kind of concerned and stuff like that. And I don't see those strong tropes like I really definitely really want to see. That is something I just think that in a way, yes, I am very concerned, but I definitely do think it's a red alert for me, based for this anime. But I'm willing to give it a 3 episode rule, but I'm not really actually 100% so sure if I really definitely want to continue, or based on if I really definitely do, or I really definitely do not. But I would definitely say so. I'm just gonna have to wait and see where basis Anthony's death is going to go and how this stuff is going to play out. I don't know if it's going to get better or if it's going to get worse. But when it comes to the anime adaptation, I have a feeling this anime is not going to be basically a heavy favorite when it comes to the next Crunchyroll Awards. I just don't see it. I just really don't see it. I'll be shocked and surprised if it definitely does become basically in that realm. I just really don't see it. I really definitely don't. But yeah, anyways, that's it. That's just my opinion. That's just basically what I definitely think. But yeah, anyways, it's unlike Sims. Yeah, anyways, that's it for this video. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me or disagree with me? What's you guys' overall thoughts based on the anime? Who's your guys' favorite characters based on the anime? Will you continue, or you probably will not watch it? As I said before, I'm kind of putting this anime kind of on red alert right now. So really I'm kind of wondering where this is gonna go. So I really don't know. So yeah, but anyways, it's on right time. So I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please like, give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down. And please leave a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.